Hello. Have you ever repeated a class and you know how it feels? Repeating once is normal, but repeating more than once is now abnormal. Personally, I repeated primary 3 times or thrice. I repeated P2, P3, P5, and in all my reports, I never received any word like promoted. But why? Because I couldn't read. And with that, it traumatized me. I remember one day when we went for our reports, I was locked in a room, and most of the learners who had performed poorly were locked in a room because we had performed poorly. And I remember most of them, the next time, didn't come back to school. And by that time, I was studying in Tororo. And with that, I remember the teachers could give us work, and I couldn't read any word. I could only see pictures. So I learned that that is one of the most traumatizing things that any child can go through, finding that every time you are the last person on the report, the last. And the only people whom I remember I could win are those ones who couldn't do exams. So with that, I thank God that I always had this, that when I grow up, I want to support people to learn how to read. And that's why today we are proud of the RICA approach, because we are supporting so many teachers learn how to teach reading. And I'm proud to see that children, young children, can read organically. So in this video, I'm going to just share 3 reasons why children can't read in Africa and what we should do. And you can also get our book, Why Africa is Struggling with Reading. It pains me to see that in this 21st century, we are still grappling with literacy, reading. Yet the world is advancing to AI, artificial intelligence, but we are still fighting with reading. And one of the reasons is you find that up to now, teachers believe that if a person knows sounds, they know how to teach reading. And that's why, yes, we also believe that it is the basic thing of teaching reading. You find a person will say this is sound A, this is sound A, this is sound A, and this is sound R, and then they will say, yes, this teacher knows how to teach reading. And in most cases, so many school directors who have limited knowledge on teaching and literacy and the foundations of education believe if a teacher knows sounds, they know how to teach reading. But now, let me ask a question. If a person knows number 1, number 2, number 3, number 35, number 700, just knowing these numbers, do they mean that this person is a teacher of mathematics? I believe we all know the answer. That's the same thing. A person knowing these ones, the sounds, they don't mean that that person can teach reading. That's why today we have so many teachers who know the sounds, but they're struggling to teach reading. So it simply means if you have to invest in reading, we have to go beyond sounds. And that's why, with the RICA approach that we started in 2017, we are supporting teachers to learn how to teach. 2015, that's when we started training also schools, yes. We are supporting teachers to learn how to teach reading organically. Why organically? As a victim, as a person who repeated, I believe I had dyslexia, as a person who repeated classes because of reading. I remember one day our teacher taught us the words and taught us UPDF in full. UPDF. And by that time I was at St. Peter's Primary School in Zambia. I was in primary 5 and the teacher taught us UPDF in full. Uganda People's Defense Force. And I knew the answer. But when it came in the exams, I knew the answer, but I couldn't write it down. So today we find that there are so many children who know answers. They know the answers, but they can't write them down. So we are also calling upon everyone to see that you join our campaign of kicking literacy out of Africa and simplifying reading using RICA. And in 2025 and beyond, would like every school, every child to learn how to read organically in the most simplified way. So you find that today so many children know answers verbally, but they can't write them down. They can't write them. So that was me. So now, members, knowing sounds alone doesn't make you a teacher of reading. It is just one component. There are so many things that make a person a teacher of reading. So school directors and teachers just know that. So that is again the beauty with the RICA approach. It enables people to understand that just knowing sounds alone can never make a teacher of reading. Now the second thing, why our children are struggling with reading. Firstly, we have said that most of our focus is on knowing sounds. And that's why whenever we know sound, we think that children will read. Now the second issue is we teach the way how we were taught. Yes, I'm going to write it down. Let me wrap this. We teach the way how we were taught. You find that most of us, the way, what does it mean? The way how I was taught in P4 when I was still a student, in most cases, is the same way how I teach when I become a teacher. So, we teach how we are taught, like the same cycle. And at the same time, we teach how we were taught to teach at colleges. The way how you went to the college and they told you that this is the way how you should teach, you find yourself teaching that way. So, hope you're getting this clear. By the way, if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Teachers TV Africa, and also to become a RICA member school, and also drop your comments. So, if your teacher taught you just example, I'll give an example of the word science. That's the word science. And you find that there are so many teachers who can read this word, but they don't understand why it is written like this and why we spell it like this. And in most cases, that one is called inorganic reading. Under the RICA approach, we call that inorganic reading. What is inorganic reading? Is reading something that you can't interpret phonetically. And then organic reading is reading something that you can interpret phonetically. Hope you are getting the content. Now, if a teacher can write the word science, but they can't digest or support us or dissect the word so that people can understand it phonetically, it simply means that even all the learners who are going to learn it are going to learn it inorganically. And inorganically, that leads to cramming. They're going to just cram it. So, hope you're getting it. Now, you find that the way how you are taught is the same way how you teach. And that's the same way how you are taught at college, that's the same way how you teach. So, you can't make magic or miracles. You have trained over 12,000 teachers plus in different parts of the country and even outside Uganda. But we have found that the reason why most children struggle and fail is simply because of, with the teachers, we lack the basic knowledge because we didn't get it. Now, if we give this young generation the right knowledge, they will become the best teachers simply because they are being taught well. So they shouldn't teach the way how they are taught. They should teach in the right way. So now, if you look at this, it has to be what we call organic reading. Like a child learns that if I'm spelling the word science, it will be sound S, sound I, sound N, and sound S. That's the word science. And this one, under the RICA approach, we also have a name for it. And with this one, we call it a pure sound word because it is made out of only sounds. So, if we are to support Africa and the entire world with the issue of fighting illiteracy, it has to start with teachers. So that when they are teaching children, they teach them in a very systematic way. So most of us repeated classes, not because we are lousy or dull, but that's the way how we were tagged that we are dull and lousy, but because we didn't know how to read. And I can't also blame our teachers because our teachers didn't know how to teach reading. So all teachers, again according to the RICA approach, we encourage all teachers to become teachers of reading. So hope you have got this clear. Now, another thing, and our final take on that, or our final point on that. Now, for us to overcome the issue of reading, because to that list, we are going to end with the 2 factors. Let us firstly support teachers to understand that reading goes beyond just knowing sounds. That is our recap. Reading goes beyond, it is beyond just knowing sounds. There is a lot that you have to know. Like the same thing, you can't know numbers and teach math. So many people on the internet, so many people in schools believe that if they know sounds, they can teach reading, which is not right. It is just one piece out of the big cake. Then secondly, we have to support our teachers to learn how to teach. Support our teachers to learn how to teach. Not to teach the way how they are taught. Whereby I remember we had a teacher who could tell us that this word is like this word. A teacher could read for us that the word is called dog nut. This one, dog nut, because of this. And he could even give us so many reasons. But as we have grown up, we understood that the word is not dog nut, the word is donut. Yes, and the teacher could tell us if you want to write the word donut, the word donut is like this. Yet this is the right UK word, British word. So the teacher was teaching us the way how he was taught, and he didn't have any reason or any clear reason. So let us support our teachers to learn how to teach in the right way. So members, hope you have learned something, and if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Teachers TV Africa. I'm Teacher Peter Okware. Don't forget to even to share this video. Teachers TV Africa, that is our channel that talks about reading and education and so many other things. Then we also have our channel for rhymes. It's called Ricarhymes and Vibes. It's also on YouTube. You can also follow us as Teachers TV Africa on TikTok, Facebook. Yes. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you. May God bless you. And we are coming back every day. We're going to be posting a video about reading. And also don't forget to register your school as a RICA member school anywhere in the world. And the link is in the description that you can use. Thank you very much.